Hello everyone, Dillahan here with another Dawn of War 2 Gamecast. This one is a match between Dark Riku as the Lictor Alpha versus Guruskippy as the Daemon Hunter. So very excited to see OM versus Nids. It's kind of an interesting matchup. It's probably what most people would say that the Ordos Malleus struggle with. Especially the Lictor Alpha. So we'll see how it works out for Guru. Pretty standard openings from both players so far. Double Termagants and Strike Squad. Probably going to see Operatives from Guru. And their grenades are pretty good as well. Some light skirmishing in the middle. The Strike Squad forcing off this one Termagant squad. The Termagant squad taking a lot of free damage, capping the point while being shot at by the Stormtrooper. They're going to have to retreat here pretty quick. But he does get a tiny little bit of VP pressure at the beginning of the game here. Daemon Hunter might come up to support a little bit. The Strike Squad zoning out the unupgraded Termagant broods. So far, no. Oh yeah, generators going down for Guru. 2 generator opening. And just forcing the Nid off the map a little bit here. So, Dark Riku is bleeding a fair amount already. But he does have the Lictor Alpha securing the southern part of the map. Pretty much uncontested here. So far, no upgrades for Guru. Probably just going straight for those operatives. As for a T1 purchase from Dark Riku, I'm kind of expecting a Warrior Brood. Operatives building for Guru and Warrior Brood from Riku, so yeah, I called that one. Strike Squad's probably going to have to retreat here. Might be able to sit back in green cover here against the Termagants. Daemon Hunter just going in to disrupt them. So Lictor Alpha just mostly being used to get map control at this point. Daemon Hunter a little too far forward here. Might actually get pressured off here. No upgrades yet for these Termagants. Only 1 generator just going up now for Riku. Daemon Hunter is going to get forced off here, I think. Strike Squad should probably just go back and heal. And getting this second VP. So Lictor Alpha's being very annoying, stealing this power point, stealing this rec point before it could mature. But we do have the operatives out. Maybe they'll be able to hurt the Lictor Alpha a little bit here. But he's going to decap that point for sure. Operatives have pretty good shotguns. They're Lacatican shotguns, but they don't have to reload, so they have a slightly slower rate of fire, or faster rate of fire, I think. But it's the same DPS, it's just they don't have to reload the same way. Going for double operatives right away, so no other upgrades in the interim period. Probably going to see fallback plan pretty soon as well. Probably a good choice here. Still no upgrades on these Termagants for Riku. Maybe he's going for like a second Warrior Brood or a Ravener Brood. Yeah, this one operative squad's going to have to retreat here pretty soon. Got Tomo Titan on the Strike Squad, gives some little Smite, Bolts, Banishment, and also a AoE Slow ability. The Daemon Hunter also has his Slow ability, so that's a lot of zoning potential. And he is doing that right now here to slow down these units. And he's just going to blast apart these Hormagants, no problem at all. Yeah, Ravener Brood from Riku coming up. And this Warrior Brood is a little overextended, using the fallback plan, but actually getting knocked down before he could retreat. Warrior Brood taking a fair amount of damage, so it's going to take a long time to heal that up. And that's a full retreat for Riku, but Riku actually has pretty much the entire map captured here, just with the Lictor Alpha. He's got triple cap on the VPs, he's got these requisition points. So, very big income advantage for Riku. You can see it was almost 100 requisition per minute extra before he reinforced his stuff. Operative's gonna catch his Lictor Alpha, probably gonna force him to retreat. When the Lictor Alpha is revealed, he actually takes bonus damage before he so if you're revealed as Lictor Alpha, make sure you turn off the infiltration ability. Otherwise, you just take bonus damage for no reason. Guru getting a bunch of generators, probably going to go straight to tier 2 at this point. No war gear for the Daemon Hunter. Just the operatives and the Strike Squad upgrade. That's probably all he wants in tier 1. You probably don't want to upgrade more than that. Still no Toxin Sacks. We do got Adrenal Glands on the Hormigaunt, Ravener Brood, Warrior Brood, no upgrades, so probably not going to see Barb Strangler. These operatives actually able to escape from the Raveners. So the map control is going back into Guru's hands pretty quick here. Operatives being forced off though. Throwing the Inferno Grenade down, gonna do a ton of damage to that Termagant squad, and because they don't have Toxin Sacks, they have a lot less damage and a lot less health. So using the retreat break to regen a lot of health here, gonna force off these Raveners, no problem. I think Guru easily wins this engagement. But the Warrior Brood is coming up to support, so Guru might have to actually retreat these now, but he might actually snipe a Termagant squad. He's a little overextended there, but it doesn't matter, he gets away just fine. You do have a Sergeant on the Stormtroopers. I don't think that was a necessary purchase. I think that just slows down his tier 2 unnecessarily. Might see 1 or 2 generators go down here. VPs are pretty even at this point. Guru is caught up by getting a triple cap for a bit there. And we might see the Strike Squad slow here. Yep, popping out on the Warrior Brood. They have an energy bar, but they don't really use energy for anything. At least until they get the new upgrade. I forget what it's called. So Guru is going to push back out on the map here. Replacing that generator is somewhat unnecessary. I think that's actually going to slow down his tier 2 a little bit. And Lictor Alpha is probably going to have to retreat here, but then again, we do have an engagement here. I would like to see the slow used with the Demon Hunter, the combo with the Incendiary Grenade. 1 Toxin Sacks on one of the Termagants. Strike Squad being forced off, or sorry, Stormtrooper Squad being forced off. Operatives just forcing off all this Tyranid stuff. No problemo. Might try and destroy some generators down here. Guru is going tier 2. Riku is a ways away from tier 2 because he's going to reinforce stuff. So it's going to take him about a minute to get enough requisition to go to tier 2. So that should give Guru enough time to get out a Rhino. Would be my guess what he's going for, but maybe we'll see something else. Purifiers might be pretty cool. Or even a Vindicare. Yeah, AoE slow combo with the grenades. So if throwing the grenades on the same position is not the most useful thing in the world. But better than not throwing them, I guess. Strike Squad dangerously low here. And they might actually lose 1 or 2 models here. Operatives have to go home as well. I really want to see some war gear on the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter might actually go down here. He needs to retreat. Lictor Alpha just being annoying getting the map control. It would be nice to see him get some sort of war gear on the Lictor Alpha. Maybe like the Loner war gear. Since the way he's using it just to control the map. A Loner would be a very good addition. So Riku has enough resources to go tier 2, but he is neglected to push the button. That's going to give Guru extra time to take advantage of this Rhino. He is doing some gen batching with the Termagants and the Raptors. Still only 1 Toxin Sacks. I guess he's just delaying that upgrade. Warrior Brood down here. Probably going to see a Venom Brood for the Synapse and just try and take advantage of the shotgun range on the operatives being relatively low. Would like to see a Justicar on this Strike Squad. Gives him a lot of extra health, a lot of extra damage. For relatively cheap, Strike Squad's getting overextended here. Might actually die here to this Hormigaunt if it doesn't start going home now. Kind of just chasing after the Ravener, but yeah, this Strike Squad needs to go. We're gonna have the heavy bolter turret on the Rhino come up, and that's gonna force off these units. Still no war gear from the Demon Hunter. Or the Lictor, for that matter. And Riku is going to be tier 2. The question is, what does he get to really deal with this? Tyrant Guard might be good because Guru doesn't really have a whole lot in the way of power damage. He's going for a Venom Brood, so going to go for that range damage right away. And Lictor Alpha just being very, very annoying with these Stormtroopers. Might actually be able to kill them here. We do have a Armor of Fortitude for the Guru, for the Demon Hunter. Gives him extra health, extra regen, and gives him the Stasis ability, which is very useful. Operatives going Lictor hunting. Gonna have range synapse coming up soon for Riku. Gonna force off the Rhino here as well with the Venom Brood. Operatives might actually be forced off here. They're starting to reach a point where the Raveners just have enough damage. Strike Squad, I would really like to see the Justicar. I think that would make a big difference. Or at least let them heal at the HQ for a bit longer so they get back to full health. At this point, Riku's going to have a hard time buying any new units, but I guess so is Guru. Maybe a Purgation Squad would be a good pickup. We're going to see a Force Rod for the Demon Hunter, so he's getting a weapon and his armor. He's going to be quite tanky now, and he's going to be able to get into melee, no problem. VPs are somewhat in favor of Guru's favor, but the Lictor's been annoying and capping the map, so it's still relatively even. Yeah, the IST just repairing the... Did you buy a second IST? Oh no, okay. Operative's just standing there. So Force Rod is cool. Gives them the Retribution ability, so that's really good if you get into melee. And full retreat from Riku, basically, at this point. Not a whole lot of global usage. So Guru could be using the Psychic Assailant, gives 50% range and 50% damage and plus 7 range to a range unit. It's very good with the operatives because they just get super shotguns. Getting sergeants up on his operatives too, going to increase their damage by a nice fat 25%. And we do have a sergeant, no acolyte yet on this squad. Operatives just kind of chasing this Lictor down. Using the AoE slow, there's the knockdown ability on the Force Rod, disrupting a Tyranid army. It's a very good choice against this this matchup. We do have a Raveners, or no, sorry, Adrenal Gland Warriors, probably just to be extra tanky. I wonder what how they're gonna follow up. Guru is having a hard time getting requisition income at this point. He has so much upkeep from the double ops that he's gonna have a very hard time buying any new units. So it's going to be hard for him to transition to different tech. And on the flip side, I think Riku is going to start reaching a critical mass of synapse and upgrades, where his units are going to be able to overwhelm the Grey Knights. We do have a Justicar on the Strike Squad, so that's nice. It's a lot of extra health on the squad, but it doesn't help if you get caught out like this. Lictor might be forced off here, taking a ton of damage from those shotguns. But he's not going to die. We do have plasma guns on the Stormtroopers to help against the Warrior Brutes. Probably going to do the overcharge shot here. Yep, suppressing those squads. Now he just needs to get out of here. Demon Hunter going to cap the bottom. Triple cap for Guru. So very quickly making the gap on victory points. About 100 VPs. But Riku has momentum at this point. I think he can actually... start doing something. Getting hit by the grenade though, taking a ton of damage he didn't really need to. Plasma Gun's gonna force off the Warriors, no problem. And Venom Brood isn't in position to stop the Rhino from overrunning the Termagants. So I think this is gonna be another full retreat from Riku here. But he might be able to get this VP before he does. I really want to see the Lictor get some sort of weapon. I see this a lot in high-level games where players use their hero as a capping unit and prefer the fight with their normal squads. But I always have to question this because I always say this, your hero is your most powerful unit. It has no upkeep. All the upgrades tend to give it a lot of utility and a lot more damage than a lot of squads. So having your Lictor just run around capping is probably not the best use of it, honestly. You know, he can get pheromones to just reinforce his stuff and tank a ton of damage. He can get you know, the Adrenal Glands jump in on Guru's stuff. There's a lot of things he could do. He can get some melee weapons, do a lot more damage, be a lot more threatening to these operatives. But instead he's just content to just walk around capping stuff. Likewise, the Demon Hunter did get a bunch of war gear, but he's not really using it. Almost wiping this Termagant Brood. Strike Squad getting in melee here with the AoE slow and everything. Rhino is going to have to pull back here, but the Strike Squad is in melee on the Venom Brute, and they will kill it fairly quickly. We do have a Grey Knight Dreadnought out for Guru, and that's going to be really scary with that heavy flamer. You can see how tanky the Strike Squad is once you have the Justicar. They get an extra 30% health on the squad between the two upgrades. So, like, that's a ton of health. We might actually see a Venom Brood get popped here by the Demon Hunter. Nope. And there's a Dreadnought coming out, roasting the Raveners. Ravener is going to go down here, I think. Yep, Ravener Brood is down. And we're starting to see Guru get a ton of levels. His Operatives are both level 3. His Strike Squad is level 3. Demon Hunter is level 3 versus level 1 Lictor Alpha. So, we're going to start... Oh, sorry, this one's only level 2. Rhino's level 2. So, Guru is gaining a big experience advantage. So, his units are going to perform a lot better. As a quick rule of thumb, level 1 gives 10% more melee damage, or roughly 5% more range damage, I think. And also 1 melee skill. So once you have 1 melee skill more than your opponent, they can't hit you with special attacks at all. So that's pretty scary. Especially for heroes. Like a level 4, level 5 hero is one of the strongest things in the game. Double Venom Brood out just to try and deal with this Dreadnought and Rhino, but I'm pretty sure the Dreadnought could just tank that, no problem. And these Operatives and Stormtroopers are going to probably kill this Termagon squad if it doesn't get out of here. And Dreadnought's just going to roast this stuff. He did upgrade with the Maelstrom ability, which is pretty powerful here. And yeah, I think you just follow these guys into the base, and you just do the damage. VPs are very heavily in Guru's favor, getting that triple cap, double cap now. So Riku has 2 minutes to really make something happen here, and I don't think he quite has the tools. He's getting a Tyrant Guard, but I don't think that's going to help him all that much. Lictor Alpha just going to get forced off here. See, he's taking bonus damage when he has that Infiltrate on, not paying attention. Using the Smoke Grenade on the Razorback to kind of reduce range damage on the Dreadnought, and we're going to see the Grey Knight Demon Hunter knockback ability, which is very strong. Does a fair amount of damage, stops units from using their abilities. It's pretty good ability overall. And these Venom Broods are going to start popping. And I think that's game. I think Guru has won it. There's less than a minute for Riku to start capturing some points. But I think Guru has pretty much definitively won this game. Killing the Adrenal Gland Warrior. Tyrant Guard, too little too late. I really think maybe Gene Stealers would have helped him out. I'm not sure though. I think he kind of got himself into a pickle. Maybe he needed a Zone Throat. I think he had too much upkeep. The Ravener Brood didn't really do much for him. So that kind of purchase kind of just slowed down Riku's economy for no good reason. I think he should have just committed to Termagon upgrades earlier on. Get the Toxin Sacks, get Pheromones, and just put that on top of the Termagons to let them just tank the Operatives. They can reinforce under fire. And I think he would have won those Tier 1 battles a lot more decisively. And now we're just waiting for the Tyrant Guard to die. Lictor tried to cap this VP, but it's not really going to matter. I think Guru has enough army, he can just go wipe this out. Guru is starting to float resources. Probably just going to go Tier 3 if he needed to, and then he has enough red to just do all sorts of nukes. But the Dreadnought does get sniped by the double Venom Brood. But it doesn't really matter. Guru's units are level 4 now, level 4, level 3. So that's such a massive advantage against these level 2, level 1 units. Yeah, Guru going Tier 3, just in case. That's what you kind of want to do when you're in this situation where you have so much upkeep. You don't want to buy another Tier 2 unit. Sometimes it's better to go Tier 3 and get something that's a bit more upkeep efficient. We do have decap up here, so it's going to slow the VP drain down. But he still has 1 VP drain, and that's very slowly going to win this game. He's got about 30 seconds to decap this VP or neutralize the cap, which he might be able to do at the top here. But Guru is capping the bottom here. He did use the Psychic Assailment there for that bonus range and damage. And Venom Brood's just kind of being useless now, really. Now the Dreadnought's dead. They're not really countering the Rhino, and they're just getting ripped apart by these level 4 units, doing so much bonus damage. And that is it for Riku. Okay.